I'm Alan Dale, and this is the We Are Tourism podcast right here in beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador at a Jag Hotel. And I want to tell you, it has been a fantastic series of conversations that I've had over the last couple of days, talking to people that, they're really passionate about what they do. I've never met such a group of people that were so interested in their experiences that they were providing to people that come to this wonderful province. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
My name is Craig Foley, and I'm the CEO of Hospitality Newfoundland and Labrador. We're the Tourism Industry Association. We do three main things, really. We do advocacy and communications, we do skills and knowledge training, and we do membership and networking. And certainly this would be the pinnacle of our skills and knowledge and our membership and networking and bringing everybody together. But you're right, Alan, our operators are some of the most resilient and dedicated and passionate people.
Wow.
We've seen some pretty tough times.
Yeah.
And they still continue to innovate. They still continue to invest. And I think you mentioned the JAG here. The commitment of Mr. Steele and the entire Steele family to put a product like this in the market is really giving an extra bounce in the step, I think, of every operator.
Wow. Talk to me about the three pillars of the association. Let's start with that advocacy piece first. Talk to me about the importance of that.
Well, certainly as you try to influence policy, public policy, having those relationships with government, we do it in a unique kind of way here in some cases. We have Vision 2026, which is a public-private partnership. So it's an opportunity for government and industry to come together to work in a collaborative approach on key pillars, we call them, that are going to drive innovation. We're doing that over a three-phase approach: transition, transformation, ultimately to thrive. So it's a measured approach. There are 8 pillars that are in our vision, and this is the blueprint that everybody can look to say this is where we want to go and this is how we get there.
Wow. Training, education, talk to me about that.
Training and education is a big part of that. Certainly customer service training is one of our flagship pieces. But we also partner with some national organizations on some training, like Tourism HR Canada, whose mandate is to do that for the entire country. But any opportunity or gap or opportunity loss that we see, we try to tailor the training to that, or develop programs that
Right.
will do that. So, for example, we're just launching a culinary tourism strategy. From that will possibly come some training opportunities for the culinary industry as that develops. Exceptional experiences are another key focus area where there will be other learning opportunities. And H&L and our partners, destination management organizations, and our national partners, INLITA, NLOA, all the organizations, will find a role to play in all that, and we work in a collaborative way to raise the industry.
Yeah, and what you just described to me there also speaks of economic development, like for the colleges and the institutions that get to provide that training. You can see how it all sort of spills out.
Well, it certainly does, and I think when people think about tourism, they don't think about it in that manner. I mean, we're worth $1.2 or $1.3 billion annually, and we see room for a lot of growth in there. And that's a huge impact to the provincial economy, and so so there's a real growth opportunity for us.
Of course, that third pillar is all about that networking and stuff like that. I can tell you one thing that I've noticed is that the people in this sector, like many of the sectors in Newfoundland, but really in this sector that I've noticed, their desire to collaborate with one another and share with one another, it's unbelievable. They truly understand that a rising tide floats all boats here.
Yes, indeed.
Talk to me about that networking.
Yeah, well, networking is perhaps, these people have been friends for years and years. H&L is over 42 years old now and 43 years old. And some of these members have known each other that long. So it's even more than just colleagues. They're friends who are coming together, and there's always room for new friends. But it is through those networking opportunities that collaboration happens, that new products get envisioned and then followed through on. And certainly in our industry, not everybody is an expert in every particular field. So you do need those collaborative partners to be able to fulfill the brand promise that we make to the visitor who comes here.
Yeah, you know, I had a great conversation with the Minister of Tourism, and I want to tell you, his eyes were lighting up, just like one of the tour operators' eyes were lighting up when he spoke about the future of hospitality and tourism for this province. You getting that same sense?
Well,
it's an exciting time.
I think that's what drives everybody in this industry, no matter if it's in Newfoundland or Labrador or right across the country. It's a passion industry. And if you don't have the passion, it can be a very hard slog. But if you have the passion, you can't help it. You have to continue.
Right.
And that's why people make investments like Mr. Steele did in this. It's a passion.
Yeah. Well, what a wonderful way to end the conversation. It really is a passion, and I can sense your passion for this incredible sector that you're leading. Thank you for your leadership in the association and navigating this incredible industry to where it is today. This here is the face of hospitality and tourism in Newfoundland and Labrador.